heavyweight champion of the world, AJ Anthony Joshua.
This fight is one that is serious to me because I've just come off my loss and I need to kind of get back in the driving seat. And where I need to get to, people like Jermaine Franklin are in my way, so I've got to take out these type of people. I would love to be fighting for a championship belt, of course, but that's not the reality.
In the last fight, at the end, you were very emotional. No champion likes to obviously lose. Was the outburst of emotion due to a decade of almost being the flag bearer, the pressure of being the flag bearer for the sport in this country and globally as well? No,
that's an honour, that's a pleasure, especially coming from where we come from. I can't say that's pressure, it's a blessing. I think it's in boxing a lack of respect at the same time sometimes. And I'm not talking about from people that support us, because fans are always going to have opinions and divided opinions. Like, look at Messi and Ronaldo. It's like, he's this, he's that. I think they're both great, to be honest. But in terms of like boxing, it was more from like the industry, the core industry. When you want to be respected as a champion and when you lose, it feels like all that goes with it. So just frustrating that we had built this hashtag road to undisputed going for so long, so many failed negotiations, that once the belts were finally out of my possession, which I was expecting to win, it just kind of tore me apart. And that's raw emotion live on your screen. Obviously, looking back, could I have dealt with things better? Yeah, of course. But at the time, that wasn't the priority. It was just outpour of emotion. There are so many athletes we're seeing across gymnastics, cricket, rugby and football that have taken time out of their sport to deal with their mental health before coming back in. Did you at any point in that period think, I need to take an extended break away from boxing before coming back in? It wasn't the fact I needed to take a break. You know what it was? I actually watched a lot of like fighters, they've taken time out of the game for those reasons as well. And I think, okay, if they've done it, I should be doing it. But I got to look at myself as an individual. And what it is, I feel like if I take time out, I'm letting everyone catch up. And I want to be ahead of the game. So, you know, this is what I do. This is what I've signed up for. Why am I going to take a break for? As I said, fighting should be a pleasure. And I'll deal with all that mental health and all the stress and trauma that come with it at a later date. But right now, if I took a break, for me, it will give people a glimpse of what weakness looks like as a fighter. And I've got to stay strong. And if you don't want to see that type of outburst and emotion, I don't think you should tune in, because you're dealing with someone that's passionate about this business. Do you think that boxing at the top end of the sport has an issue with diversity? We know there's plenty of black fighters in the ring, but do you think boxing at the top level could do more to ensure that refs, officials, other areas of the sport could be more diverse? Things could always be better, and it's nice to be having these open conversations, you know. And like me being in a position, if you know me, I try and bring through the man them, I try and bring through family as much as I can. And it's community effort, you know, for the black community especially, it's effort within. And I think that's important for sure. As a young representative of the African Caribbean community, I've got to conduct myself in a good manner, because I'm not only representing myself, I'm representing him, her, my dad, my brother, my cousin. And that's where the pressure come from. Always holding myself in high esteem because of, like, number one, the stereotype, and number two, the representation and the opportunity I had to forecast myself in a good light. And I think that's helped a lot. I think that's helped a lot of people. I think it's been good. Anthony, good luck on the weekend. Respect my Muskie. Thank you very much. Cheers, man.